Good morning, everybody. Good morning. My goodness gracious. Now, I almost overslept for y'all again, which I've been trying to wake up to do this show with y'all without having to set an alarm for it. And I will say I'm waking up at the same time every morning, but it's give or take. So I think probably next week I will go back to setting my alarm. I'm gonna go back to set my alarm for 5:30 so that I can make sure that I wake up for 6. But anyway, good morning, y'all. Good morning to Tutty. Good morning to Damn My Opinion. Good morning to Storylines. Yeah, Tutty, I was coming. And good morning to Dr. Sophie. So I hope that everybody's doing well this morning. Happy Wednesday. Huh. Where do I want to begin? I know you guys see the title of this video here, the title of the live. I witnessed something that I've never seen before, ever, in a group or in a camp at all on YouTube. And it seems like most people, they have these camps that they take pride in. They have named their camps. Everybody's giving each other a name. Good morning, Simply Mag. Good morning, Hypnotic Touch Touch. Good morning, Madam of the Mess. They have given their camps different names. We got the Intels is over there with Pizarro. We got Pettyville over there with Brianna. We got the Den Mates over there with Lady Nika. We got the Finessers over there with Ness. Here at J.Dunn, I used to call my people the pressure room. That's why you notice people put the thermometers. And also that's why you notice when I put any community wall post, I put the thermometers. Because over here, we're called the pressure room. Now, once I started my Dundada channel, I kind of stopped using the pressure room because I wasn't sure if the pressure room should still apply to both channels or not. But I'm thinking, whether you at the J.Dunn pressure room, you could also be at the Dundada pressure room. But Dundada pressure room don't sound right. But at least now that I'm back over here to the J.Dunn channel, just so you know, the pressure room is the people over here with the thermometers. But either way, let me see who else I missed. ODS, he has the Yardigans over there. He has his people called the Yard. So on and so forth. Oh, Face Yaya has the district. So on and so forth. So anyway, what I witnessed though last night, I witnessed the Finessers have this big, long, and drawn out argument in which they commenced to jumping on one of the Umar boys. One of the Umar boys over here that came last year with all of them, his name is Stephen. Most people know of Stephen. He is the one who was once gay. But then he got delivered from being gay. So he does not claim homosexuality anymore, but he's always in our area, in our midst. If you hear him talk on the panel, you can hear that, he could be of the LGBTQIA community, but he's delivered. Well, I witnessed the Finessers, a panel of Finessers jump Stephen last night, all because Stephen gave James a $10 cash out. The entire panel of people jumped Stephen, cussed him out. It was this whole type of brawl. Dory, of course, the horse of all people, was the ringleader. And they jumped on this man for giving James a cash out. And again, Stephen said there was a $10 cash out. Now, what you think about that? Because I thought that the Finessers I thought that the Finessers, were the most well-to-do group. I thought that they were being led by Ness over there, who is an executive, her damn self. I thought the Finessers make the most money around here. I thought that they be over there lining the pockets over there. Oh, thank you for the cash app. Oh, thank you for the cash app. I thought the Finessers were really on top of the game, but I actually witnessed them try to slaughter this man for giving James a cash app. So what it seems happened. James has been getting into it with a few people, and specifically, James got into it with Rodney. Good morning, Hammertown Funk. Good morning, Simply May and everybody. So James got into it with Rodney, and of course he had to clean up Rodney. Then it's been a few times he done got into it or bumped heads at least with Stephen. James and Rick Reed have been calling Stephen El Netta. So anytime y'all hear either one of them talk about El Netta, they are talking about Stephen. But I guess the Finessers got pissed at Stephen because after James had did some type of cleanup in which James was referencing Stephen as El Netta, El Netta DeBarge. Stephen had a nerve to send James a $10 cash out. This is good morning, Just Lovely. This is that group think and peer pressure that I tell y'all about, y'all. Now, y'all done heard Pizarro actually chiming in about it as well, about how Ness can be controlling, about how her group can be controlling, about how sometimes they will police other people, try to control where other subscribers go, who they support, whose chat they come in, what video they watch, whose panel they could click, whose spades game they could participate in, XYZ. Thank you so much, Dan. My opinion, I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. So I had to acknowledge my tip, my donation. Thank you so much, Dan. My opinion is greatly appreciated. Okay. So yes. So we've been telling y'all about how controlling Ness and her group can be. And that right there serves as a prime example. Given the fact that Stephen is not even a finesser. Stephen is from the Umar sector. So at best, Stephen would be considered an Umar boy. Stephen would be considered an Umarian, because they've been called that before as well. If Stephen had to claim any type of group, I'm sure that he would claim his original sector, which they also call the sector. But because he has been spending a lot of time over there at Ness's, because he's been spending a lot of time over there on the panel with the Finessers, because he's always been partaking with them here recently, and because they dislike James, they felt that there was no way that Stephen should have sent James any type of cash out, even if it was only a $10 cash out. Thank you so much, Kay Kajor. I appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. Thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. Y'all, I'm getting off to a great start for my goals this morning. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. So now they were just talking, Rag and Stephen up there together on the link, and I guess Stephen must have been up in the clouds, in the bushes, whatnot, because I honestly didn't see all this happen in real time. I had to catch the replay and red ball through for me to watch it, because Ness She did her live last night where she took the red ball feature off, so that way you couldn't rewind through it. And when I first went in her live last night and saw that you couldn't red ball it, I said, interesting. I said, I wonder why. But either way, when people have that red ball thing off of there, then I typically will go and watch something else and just come back when the live is over so that I can move the ball around it and go to the parts that I need to see versus having to just be held hostage and forced to sit there for 4 or 5 hours to watch somebody's live. If you ain't gonna let me move around so that I could see what I missed or try to catch up on what's going on, then I'd rather just leave your live altogether and wait until it's done, and then I can go and navigate it myself. But I did notice that she had the no red ball feature on. She had that feature on because once I caught the replay and I was red balling through, guess what I saw? So Shakim has this bitch feeling froggy again using my image in her videos. So she put the no red ball on last night in real time because she was over there using my image. Now, y'all know she cried the last time that I had to sit her down with a strike. Y'all know she cried the last time she had a strike and she had to be on her backup channel. Y'all know she huffed and puffed and ran from panel to panel saying how I false flagged her. All of this stuff. And now she is bold and ballsy enough to be over there using my image once again. Then I had to really think about it. Now, the image that she uses, I do have the rights to the image on one of my other channels. So I was thinking, do I even want to bother with that today? That was the thought that came to my mind this morning. Thank you, Simply Made. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Simply Made, contribute to my goal. Thank you. I really had to ask myself, do I want to bother with that or not? Do I want to get on over there and get the putting in a strike or not? But then I remembered that I did show y'all fatness before. So I was like, okay, if I showed y'all fatness before, next when she was fat, if I'm over here showing y'all fatness, even though she don't have ownership to any of these images, because these images were from her channel prior to her going to the rehab, prior to her getting in the rehab and kicking them habits. So I'm like, well, is she showing my image over there? I said, but I might let her make it with that image, even though I don't have to let her make it, but I might because I showed y'all fatness. I feel like 1 and 1. It showed y'all fatness. She got my image over there. Oh, Tracy. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you so much, Tracy. I appreciate it. Y'all showing out for my goals this morning. Look at y'all. I can't believe it. Thank you. So thank you, Tracy. And then I want to say thank you to Patricia Alexander. And then my opinion. Oh, and Tracy, I'm actually happy you here because I wanted to ask you, do you remember a few years back whenever you and Ness were falling out? And you remember whenever you did your live and you first brought that picture of her son out here? Do you remember when you first brought the picture of Ness' son out here a few years back? Because I remember Ness came over here to my panel and she came and cried with me and 7 Stars about the fact that her son's picture was over there up on your channel, Tracy. Do you still have his picture by any chance? Do you still have it by any chance? Because what I heard was, I heard that she's over there on Instagram playing with images. Is what I heard. Good morning to Ghetto View. Oh, you don't? Okay. I heard that she is on Instagram playing with images. And I don't know why she took my warning, then decided to ban and or block me. And for some reason, the dumb bitch thought that word still wasn't going to get back to me what she over there doing. For some reason, the bitch is such a simpleton that she thought that word wasn't going to get back to me. I think she thought she was smarter than the average bear. That's what I believe. But Tracy, okay, you don't have it no more. I was just asking because she want to play with pictures, so I might have to find me some pictures to play with. And I was going to start with that one. If you ever end up coming across it again, let me know. Let me know, since we playing with pictures around here. But either way, let me finish what I was saying. So yeah, they pretty much jumped on Stephen for giving James a $10 cash out. But this is how you know that you are in a controlled environment and that you are dealing with somebody who is very jealous hearted. Because even an outsider like Stephen, they're trying to control who he gives his cash out to. Hell, I remember a couple of weeks back. Oh, thank you, Jeannie G. Thank you so much, Jeannie G. I appreciate it. Jeannie G. Thank you. Jeannie G contributed to my goal. Y'all getting me to my goal quick. I appreciate y'all this morning. Dang. Y'all must have really missed me yesterday. Y'all must have really missed me. I ended up oversleeping yesterday, so that's why I didn't come. Again, I slept without setting my alarm for 5:30. Just to see if I was gonna wake up at the normal time. I ended up waking up at, I'll say I woke up maybe around 4:45, y'all. And I stayed up for about 15. No, I woke up at about 3:45. Because I remember staying up for about an hour and watching the clock. But it was still super early. So I was like, well, it's still early. So I called myself just resting my eyes, doing like a cat nap yesterday morning until it was time for me to come on here with y'all. But y'all, me resting my eyes, I don't know how. Maybe my body was just that tired, but I ended up going into a deep, deep sleep. Before I knew it, y'all, I woke up again. It was 7:50. So I had completely overslept this morning show altogether, which is why y'all saw me at YouTube cameras for the first time yesterday morning, because I had completely overslept past 6, 6:15, 6:30. I overslept past 7. I overslept. Thank you, Ivane. Thank you so much for contributing to my goals. I really do appreciate your support, y'all. Thank you. Thank you again. So yeah, but yes, so essentially they jumped on Stephen about it. I don't like for people to pocket watch, and that's how you know that they really be over there pocket watching, specifically Dory and Ness. Because how you pocket watching somebody so much that you're gonna get mad at a supporter, a subscriber, even though Stephen is also a content creator within his own right over there in his sector. But you pocket watching and getting upset with him for a $10 donation. Remember, y'all, I had played that clip a while back from ODS channel where Ness was saying that she was late on her bills, or that she would have been late on her bills, and that's why she needed to have me over there for people to pay me off her panel. And I guess now that I ain't over there for people to pay me off her panel, now they over there getting mad at Stephen for giving $10 to James, saying that Stephen should have gave $10 to Ness, or gave the $10 to Dory, or gave the $10 to Shakim, Oh yeah, even Shakim was mad. Shakim was mad at Stephen for giving the $10 because Shakim said that Stephen didn't send him nothing for his birthday. The entire panel pretty much was in an uproar about this man spending his money. Then Rodney came up there trying to jump on him about him spending the $10, giving it to James, trying to dictate where the money would go. So that right there happened, and I just want to bring that to y'all attention so that y'all can also pay attention to that. I already asked y'all to pay attention to how controlling and possessive that Ness has been, to the point to where she had kind of cornered the lady T Latte about her support for me. T Latte thought that it was cute, that controlling spirit. And because T Latte thought that that was cute, I really didn't have time to deal with it because I just think all of it is childish. So I just told T Latte to just go over there to be with Ness. So I think T Latte done went over there to be with Ness. Then I found out Ness tried to corner Shanice Franklin the same way. I guess it must have been on Monday night, y'all. I think it was Monday night. Yeah, it was Monday night. Where Shanice Franklin was over there supporting Ness like what she normally do. But y'all know Shanice Franklin, she be around here supporting all of us. All of us. And she is a supporter of mine over here too. But I guess because when Ness cornered T Latte about her being a supporter of mine, because T Latte laughed it off and thought it was cute and thought it was funny, Ness thought that she could pull that on Shanice Franklin as well. So Ness tried to call out Shanice, and she was saying some rude things about Shanice while Shanice was supporting down up in the chat. Shanice didn't appreciate it. Felt like she didn't appreciate being disrespected. She felt like she didn't appreciate Ness being rude to her and trying to make her choose. And Shanice, I don't know if most of y'all know it, but every now and again, Shanice will click a link. And y'all, Shanice commenced to clicking Ness's link. I think that was Monday night, y'all. It was the very same night that Honest Row, Ness, and Pizarro was all live at the same time, and it was this whole big deal, and this whole fiasco over on Honest Row channel. Remember? That's the night that I'm talking about, which was Monday night. But Shanice clicked that link, and I was proud of Shanice because Shanice went head to head with them damn broke ass finessers over there. Shanice went head to head. Shanice said that she is not going to be asked to make any type of choice. She said, "You're not going to mistreat me or talk to me any kind of way because I support Jake." She said, "I've always supported Jake, and you know that. Just because you and Jake don't get along now, that don't mean that I have to be forced into not supporting her or that I have to be made to feel uncomfortable or be treated rudely when I come over here. You don't need to be calling me out in a rude way or trying to even pit me towards Jake because you know that I support everybody over here. I've always supported everybody over here, and nothing about that is going to change." Shani stood firm with her foot down. Good morning, clicking the view. Jeannie G said, "If those grown ass people can be controlled by a crackhead, then so be it." Jeannie G is a mess. If those grown ass people can be controlled by a crackhead, then so be it. Well, that's true. That's true. So yeah, Shanice wasn't taking it. She wasn't taking it at all. And she kind of did a little back and forth up there with Ness. Ness tried to skate around it, but Shanice was standing firm. And this is the crazy thing. And this is the reason why I tell y'all, and I'm happy Jeannie G is in here too. This is the reason why I tell my supporters, do not pay me back on a platform. If ever you see me dropped off a platform, do not spend your hard-earned money to pay me back up on the platform. And I'm about to tell you why. Thank you so much, Angela T. White. Look at y'all coming through. with my goals. Thank you. Good morning. Y'all, thank y'all so much. Y'all been coming out here full force this morning for me. Thank you. But this is the reason why I harp on the fact for my supporters to not pay me back on the platform. Because I will say, just a month and a half to 2 months ago, when I was cool with Ness, someone did pay me down over there at Ness's. And guess who paid $50 to get me back up? Guess who of all people paid $50 to get me back up on the platform? None other than Shanice Franklin. None other than Shanice. So even when I was cool and collaborating with Ness when we were doing business back then, here recently, and I got paid down by her weird ass people over there, Shanice was my supporter who paid $50 to get me back up. Then by that point, somebody paid another money to put me down again, and Shanice paid another $50 to get me back up. So in total, in the course of that one night, Shanice Franklin gave to Ness and her broke ass finessers $100. $100. Only for us to fast forward to Monday night, this past Monday night, and Ness is being rude to Shanice, and Ness is having an attitude with Shanice, and Ness is trying to make Shanice pick a side because Ness has a problem with Shanice still supporting me. This is the reason why I tell y'all, do not give y'all money to these other content creators to try to buy me back up, because I just think the nerve of Ness to even try to put Shanice in any type of situation over there while Shanice over there trying to support her, which you know damn well that Shanice at least gave her $100 over there playing her drop game because Shanice was paying to get me back up. So if Shanice loves some Jake so much that she would line your pockets in one night with $100 because she wanted my presence on the panel, then what makes you think that Shanice would stop loving her some Jake to decide to no longer come over here to support Jake because Jake and Ness don't get along anymore? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. The lady was clearly a supporter to the point to where she gave you $100 to ensure my presence on your panel. And now you want her to change all that because of what and why? And then to be rude about all things. Then, while they had cornered her up there about me, then they started questioning Shanice about Pizarro. I guess trying to make Shanice choose about supporting Pizarro. But again, like what I've been telling y'all, Shanice support pretty much everybody equally. The only time that I have seen Shanice have an issue with anybody that was like a real issue, I think it happened with Shanice and Fates one time. I think it was her and Fates one time. But they argued it out on the panel. And I think, both of them being mature women, they ended up being able to let bygones be bygones. But I think that's really the only time I done seen Shanice get into a heated disagreement with somebody on the panel, if I'm not mistaken. I believe, Zoe, you said good morning. You still complaining? What am I complaining about? Like, shut up. Shut up. You seconds away from being blocked. Because I'm sick of you at this point. I can't believe you even tiptoed up in here. Good morning, TSWO Cove. Good morning. So yeah, you seconds away from being blocked. I promise. I promise. Don't come up in here trying to, you still complaining. Well, bitch, if I'm complaining, then go out and go to the next live. It's more lives out there, I'm sure. I know you could find somebody somewhere that you could click up in their live and talk to them. Bitch, you ain't got to come up in here and talk to me. But so this is the reason why I tell y'all don't pay me back up on the panels. And remember, y'all, when Shanice did pay that $100 to get me back up there, y'all, I was kind of livid because I didn't want Shanice's money to go to waste. On the one hand, that night I was sick of the drop game and kind of fed up, to be honest. But I didn't want to not go back on the panel and have Shanice had paid the money for me to be back, only for me not to show up. This right here is an example, and also the reason that y'all saw that night over there at Lemons when they was trying to drop me, when it was Dimples trying to drop me, and Jeannie G was matching the money. And I had to tell Jeannie G, I said, no, Jeannie G, do not match that. No, I was not trying to be controlling or territorial of any of my supporters. But I know how some of these content creators do, to where you will have contributed to that drop game trying to help me still be up there. And then a month or two later, they will have forgotten all about it and then cuss you clean the fuck out because they forgot about that contribution. You just don't understand that to some of these content creators, y'all are nothing but that color that runs through their chat. But if they're not trying to make a human connection with you as a subscriber or a supporter, or if they know that you are only paying because you are a supporter of mine, sometimes they'll forget your name. They won't even remember your name, none of that. They'll still cuss you out up in the chat. Still turn their nose up at you. Everything. They'll forget just like that you helped them and line their pockets with that drop game to bring me back. So that's why I say don't even pay them to bring me back, because they ain't gonna appreciate it or remember it no way. A lot of the times they're gonna remember it for a day or two, and then after that they're gonna forget about it. You are merely the color that went up the screen that one time. To them, nothing more, nothing less. So yeah, that's why I'm always against my supporters paying me back up. Not only that, but like I told my supporters, sometimes y'all with this drop game, if I get dropped off a panel, sometimes it could very well be that I need to be off the panel because I'm sleepy, I'm ready to get ready for bed, or I might have something to do if it's during the day, different things like that. So a lot of times too, why I discourage my supporters from paying me back up is because you don't necessarily know what I have to do. You don't know you don't know what all I have to do that night, or if I'm even tired of being on the panels or whatever. And so I don't like for people to pay me back up, because once I'm paid back up, I kind of feel obligated to stay up for at least an hour or two, or as long as I can, so that whoever paid me back up can get their money's worth with the drop game. Because I'm actually considerate of my supporters in that way. Definitely am. But yeah, so there was that. So yeah, y'all be mindful. The Finessers over there arguing about who gave a simple $10 cash app, y'all. And Stephen they was trying to hand Stephen's ass to her. He did hold his own and fight back, which I'm proud of him for that. I will say that he didn't run like no punk, but I think his eyes are open to the fact of how they treating him over there. Remember, the Finessers, they just gave Stephen hell because Stephen clicked Jay Wilson link the other day. Remember, she tried to shade Stephen and drag Stephen for clicking Jay Wilson's link and being on Jay Wilson's panel. And why is he over there? XYZ. And now they trying to police his pockets about him giving James a $10 cash out. So Stephen, pay attention to what they're doing over there. I know you smart and you see everything. Keep your eyes open. Next, what I witnessed was yesterday. So that man, if y'all were in my live Sunday, There is some man that just came out of nowhere. I don't know what sector he came from, but he decided to drop up in my chat on Sunday asking me about my sex machine, trying to inquire about my sex life. I got back at him, and I started asking about his sex life. He ended up getting offended with the questions that I was asking and decided to click on my link. Once he clicked on my link, he said maybe one or two words, and I immediately banned him from my studio. He came up in my chat after he was banned from my studio, mad that he was banned from my studio. So then I banned him out of my chat. Well, this same man yesterday morning showed up at YouTube cameras in her back chat trying to get up there so that he could talk to me. I told YouTube cameras, I said, YouTube cameras, I said, I just had to ban this man off of my own channel on Sunday. I said, and now he done found me over here on your panel. And she was like, well, yeah, I guess, Jake. Yeah. I said, I don't want to talk to him. I said, if I wanted to talk to him, I wouldn't have banned him off my channel. I said, so it's kind of weird and creepy to me and quite predatory even for him to find me over here to try to get on your panel to talk to me when I clearly don't want to talk to him. So YouTube cameras wouldn't allow him up. YouTube cameras said that if I feel uncomfortable, then she's not gonna let him up because she don't even know him. So then he got mad about that, where he couldn't get up on YouTube cameras. Only for last night, I was over there supporting the Miss Soul like I always do. And while I was on the Miss Soul's panel last night, guess who showed up in the Miss Soul's backstage? This same motherfucking man. Good morning, Storylines. Good morning, today. Good morning, Sonny. Good morning to everybody. On the Miss Souls, I'm up there talking with the Miss Soul, Honest Row, and Chat Rep. And in the Miss Souls backstage is that same damn man. Now he done found me at the Miss Souls trying to come up to talk to me. So, of course, I had to give the Miss Soul the rundown. The Miss Soul, this happened. I had to ban him and block him from my chat and StreamYard on Sunday. Then he found me on YouTube cameras trying to come up there. YouTube cameras wouldn't allow him up. I said, now he done found me over here up on your channel. I said, I don't want to talk to him. I don't have nothing to talk to him about. So then the Miss Soul, me and the Miss Soul have a different type of YouTube ship, and she respected my wishes right away. And she told him, she said, Jake don't want to talk to you. So why you keep following her from platform to platform? I said, yeah, I think it's really creepy that now your platform is the second one today that he tried to corner me on to force me to have a conversation with him. Demon Soul ended up banning him out of her StreamYard. He got mad and jumped in her chat trying to tell Demon Soul something, and Demon Soul or her moderators ended up blocking him out that chat. He tried to have an attitude. So let's keep count. He came over here. I said no. He went to YouTube cameras. I said no. He went to Demon Souls. I said no. So then last night, he found his way over there to Nessus. Now, I've always told y'all to keep this out on this. And I said this a couple of weeks back when me and Ness had first fell out. After we had just reconciled the friendship when we fell out. And I told y'all that Ness would be the type of friend that would see me be actually assaulted. And she would want me to, she would look the other way and maybe even want me to laugh it off. Because sure enough, he showed up over there to Ness, and Ness welcomed him, then made him swear his loyalty. She let him on her StreamYard. He told her how he had done followed me around and got banned off 2 different platforms. He was mad that he'd been banned off 2 different platforms because of me. And he wanted to know what did I have hanging over these other people's head. why these women so simple-minded that they would ban him off their StreamYard just because I didn't want any parts with him. And Ness proceeded to tell this man to swear his loyalty, that he will always be a part of the Finessers and be over there, and that he could hang with her or something like that. I don't know if he swore his loyalty or not, but I just thought the shit was weird. But so she let his weird little creepy ass hang out over there with the Finessers. So I think he a Finesser now. He a Finesser. Oh, he hang with grown folks? He hang with grown folks too? Okay, see, if he come from grown folks, then no, I don't want no parts with him at all. So he was over there at Ness's. So in real time, last night I saw him over there at Ness's. So I politely decided to be proactive and moseyed on over there to Lemons, because I'm like, okay, he over here at Ness's, so he at Bay over here. So let me go ahead and go to Lemons. So I clicked Lemon's link, and I was able to tell Lemon what happened and fill Lemon in about this man follow me everywhere. And basically I told Lemon, I said, I just want to make you aware of this nuisance, the presence of this predatory man following me from panel to panel, trying to force me to have a conversation with him. I said, the reason why I want you to know about this in advance is in the event that I'm over here enjoying your panel and he wind up backstage, hopefully you will already know ahead of time that he is over here to try to force me into a conversation. This man is one of those types of men that make me feel like they don't understand what the word no is. This man has been very persistent, and I guess he feels that if he keep on and keep on and keep on, he will force me into changing my mind and having a conversation with him, when I have clearly said I do not want to have any conversation. So many people were saying, oh, he's soft-spoken. He sounds like a great guy. I don't give a damn if he's soft-spoken, if he sounds like a great guy, or whatever the case may be. If I don't want to talk to you, then all you should do is just respect that and move on. But for you to just be trying to find me on any panel that I'm on, chilling and minding my business to try to force a conversation, that makes me believe that you will force other things on people. This is one of the reasons why I can't deal with some heterosexual men, because they get beside their motherfucking self. Not to mention, but this man said that he was 27 years old. So again, what in the hell do I have in common with a 27-year-old when I'm sitting here at the great age of 38? I'm 38. I ain't got nothing in common with no heterosexual 27-year-old man, except for the fact that he just want to follow me around to be inquiring about my damn sex life. When at the age of 27, he should have his own sex life to be engaging in. But be on the lookout. Be on the lookout. Because, like, bitch, I'm 11 years older than you. I was damn near in junior high school when this little motherfucker was born. So why does he think that I need to have a conversation with him? Or why does he feel like he can force me into one? And that's why I say he needs to stay in a child's place. I even said that on Demon Souls last night. I was like, Demon Souls, now see, he needs to stay in a child's place. And yes, Zoe, yes, I'm 38. Ness is 37. Yeah. You over here with seasoned women in their mid to late 30s. That's one of the reasons why when you come up in here trying to clock me or disrespect me, you better take that to your mammy. Take that to somebody who give a damn. No, she not 29. Ness was born in 1988. I was born in 1986. Ness was born in 1988. No, she not 29. How would you believe that she 29? How would you believe that she 29 when her son is about to be 13? How could Ness have a 13-year-old son but be 29 years old? Make that make sense. Ness will be 37 in July. But see, a lot of y'all love to go over there so that she can lie to y'all. Y'all go over there and let her lie to y'all. And then she lie to y'all about her own self, about her own life, about her own circumstances. Then she lie to y'all about us. Then y'all come over here and bring her lies over here to us and end up having a damaging a YouTube ship or at least a subscribership with other content creators because you carrying back the lies that Ness done told. Meanwhile, y'all actually believe she 29. She ain't 29, Zoe. So that's your bad. It's a lot of things that Ness say over there that she done lied to y'all about. But that her being 29 is definitely a lie. Because like I said, her son is about to be 13. So you really think that Ness had him at the age of 15 or 16? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So yeah, sometimes y'all need to use basic common sense and do the math. Sometimes you need to. But so either way, I don't have anything in common with the little 27-year-old dude. I don't. I don't want to explain to him nothing about my sex machine, about a sex toy, about a vibrator, a sex light. I don't owe him no explanation. That's another problem with men because they have this sense of entitlement to where they feel like you owe them an explanation regardless of what they ask. No, I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you a conversation about nothing. If I tell you no, I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to talk to you. If I tell you that I'm not interested or that I feel uncomfortable even having whatever sexualized conversation with you, then that's what I mean. Shoot. Yeah, so that happened. But when I gave Lemon a heads up about it, Lemon told me that if he do try to follow me up on Lemon's platform, that Lemon's not gonna let him up there. Lemon said he don't play that. He said that he had already seen the situation that happened at YouTube cameras yesterday morning, and he saw when Talent came up there and vouched for what happened on my channel with the dude. And then that's when I told Lemon, well, the dude also tried to come up on Demon Soul panel to force me into a conversation as well. Lemon said that he had missed the dude on Demon Souls, but then he did peek over there and see the dude had made his way over there to Ness. Now, of course, Ness gonna let him be with open arms over there. Anybody that want to even think about doing harm to me or saying anything harmful to me, Ness become best friends with him. So he is good over there with the Finessers. But I know that I made sure on a few other platforms that I don't have to worry about him. And I also plan to keep spreading the word as I go about because I like to have a very nice and comfortable YouTube experience, especially if I'm visiting somebody's platform. Because normally when the people come visit my platform, I think they have a very comfortable YouTube experience as well over here. So there's that. So the next thing that I noticed, so I got up earlier this morning, super earlier this morning, probably about, I don't know, maybe about 2-ish. And I saw Billy Goat Raw live. And I'm like, Billy Goat Raw's live. So I peeked in, listen over there. Y'all, why in the hell all I hear is Intrinsic, drunk as a skunk, on the panel with Billy Goat Raw, slurring all over the place, calling herself trying to drag me. Do y'all know that? Let me see, because when did I have that encounter with her? 2022? Y'all, so it's almost been 3 years. 3 years since me and her had that little rendezvous, that little YouTube rendezvous, in which she contacted me back in 2022 because most of my subscribers remember that's when I had COVID, y'all. And I was sick and down and out up in here with COVID for about 2 weeks or so. And during that time that I was sick and down and out with COVID, Intrinsic, being the predatory older female that she is, she knew that I was sick with COVID because I had came on my channel and let my supporters know that I had COVID. And so she commenced to finding me on Instagram, sending me a message on Instagram. We messaged back and forth and ended up exchanging numbers. And she was calling to check on me during my COVID experience. For the first 2 weeks during my COVID, we were in communication. She was checking on me, wanting to see if have I eaten anything, how was I feeling, did I have a fever, all of this stuff, predatory stuff. And so, with that, that's how the rendezvous kind of happened because, she was calling my phone, checking on me. Hell, I was sick and shut in up in the house, so it ain't like I could just be out and about, dealing with women in real time. So, I had to settle for the phone with Intrinsic, and that's how that kicked up. But she was over there drunk as a skunk telling Billy Goat Raw about it and talking about how she said that she faked an orgasm. She told him that I was over here with a sex machine. Now, Intrinsic, in 2022, I didn't even have that machine. You lying bitch. Now she over there lying her ass off. Yeah, please like my video. And thank you, DC. Good morning. Now she over there lying her ass off. In 2022, I didn't even have that machine. Let's start there. But Intrinsic over there trying to make Shakim believe that I had that machine and that I was on the phone with her and that I was doing this and doing that and the third and all of this. And I'm like, now, bitch, you ain't even got to do all that line with your drunk ass. The fact that you still getting drunk as a skunk and still slurring all over the place crying about that lets me know that I touch your spirit, and that's good for you. That's what you get. That's what you motherfucking get. I said I was just listening in the clouds in disbelief, listening to her concoct this entire cockamamie story about me and her talking on the phone and the phone sex exchange and the machine and all of this. And I'm thinking to myself, bitch, I ain't even had that machine back then. Try again with your lying ass. Your drunk lying ass. Now, I will say, though, I engaged in phone sex with her, though, y'all. But she played in her pussy, and she still get mad at today. Even from back then, when I had those sexual encounters with her over the phone, because we conversed all in all for about a month. All in all for about a month. 2 weeks while I had COVID, and maybe another 2 weeks after I had finished having COVID. But she played up in her pussy. Her pussy sound like macaroni and cheese. She get mad every single time I talk about the fact that her pussy sound like macaroni and cheese when she be playing up in it. She want to be mad about that. She mad because her sector ended up putting her image up on the wine bottle. Good morning, Pizarro. Girl, I'm talking about Intrinsic was over there lying to Billy Goat Rod. Talk about I was playing with a sex machine while I was talking on the phone to her in 2022. I ain't even have that machine back then. So that's a lie. Thank you so much, Kay Kajor. I appreciate it. Please help me get to my goal, y'all. Thank you so much again, Kay Kajor. Thank you. But yeah, I was just like, a lie ain't enough for you to tell. She keeps swearing up and down that she wasn't up in there playing with her pussy. But y'all, she was, because her teenage son had walked in. I don't know why she was doing it. But that's the part that she ain't gonna tell y'all. Good morning, Demon Soul. That's the part that she ain't gonna tell y'all. That while she was up in there stirring that wet ass pussy like macaroni and cheese, and it was making that squash, 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 squash noise, her teenage son walked up in there on her while she was up in there moaning and shit. But she ain't gonna tell y'all that. She just gonna keep saying that it never happened. But it did happen because her son walked in on her. That gotta be embarrassing. I don't know how y'all parents do it. That's why I'm so glad I don't have kids. I could not imagine being caught in any type of sexual anything with my partner or by myself, and my child walk in on it. I could not imagine, y'all. I would be mortified. I would be absolutely mortified. I don't see how y'all parents do it. That's one thing about me. I do love the peace of mind of not having kids, because I ain't got to worry about none of that. None of it. Let me see what Pizarro said. Trends is ridiculous, J.Dunn. It's embarrassing for these women. Yeah, she was over there making her up a story, but like I said, she was so liquored up. Then she got so drunk, y'all. Let me tell y'all what else she did to Billy Goat Raw. Which now, this is something that y'all should ponder. If this was a setup or what. What she did was, while she was drunk, slurring, recounting these sexual experiences, and but then at the same time trying to drag me because of her picture that everybody saw. Y'all, she decided to take that picture, the same picture where y'all saw her stomach, the same picture where y'all call her scribbles. She decided to take that picture and put it as her avatar while she was on the StreamYard link with Billy Goat Raw. Billy Goat Raw was shook and immediately put the banner up. Billy Goat Raw immediately put the banner up, y'all. Now, there are a couple of questions related to that I wonder why Billy Goat Raw panicked. The first reason why I think Billy Goat Raw panicked is because Billy Goat Raw know that image is over here up on my channel. That's number one. Billy Goat Raw don't want no more strikes about some content that done came from over here on my motherfucking channel. Because everybody found the picture. Everybody saw the picture for the first time. Where? Over here on J.Dunn's channel. So Billy Goat Raw threw that banner up. That's the first thing that he was trying to protect himself from. A strike. A potential strike. I think the second thing that he was trying to protect himself from was nudity. When she put that picture up as her because remember, she ran around here saying that I put her nudes up, remember? She said I put out her nudes. But then she'll turn around and put that same picture as her avatar up over there up on his channel. And he didn't want to get any type of strike or flag for porn bomb. How drunk do you have to be that you will put up your quote unquote nude as your avatar on somebody else's channel? Were you trying to set up Billy Goat Raw intrinsic? Were you trying to set that man up when you put that them images up on his channel like that? Don't worry, Billy Goat Raw. I don't believe I'm gonna do anything about her picture because I mean, let y'all see it. But I saw how scared you was. I saw you was shook. I saw you was spooked. You didn't know what she was trying to pull, and that's what you get. You can't be trusting these bitches, especially when they drunk. They get up there and put their damn nude as the thing, and then now you got a porn bomb. She tried to do a chat rep on your channel. Her drunk ass tried to pull a chat rep. And good morning to Klondike and Bella. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to Ghetto Intellect. Y'all, let me take a sip of water. Good morning, El Blue. Okay. So I done talked for 1 hour, which is great. Need to wet my whistle. But yeah, so she put the picture over there. Oh, Hypnotic Touch. Thank you so much. I think this might have made me reach my goal. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Wishing everyone a beautiful day. May you continue to invite blessings, respect, love, and prosperity into your life. Thank you so much, Hypnotic Touch. Hey, Asia. I have to give a special shout out to Hypnotic Touch too, because she is one of the few subbies that navigate through this entire B sector, and she is always able to be mutual. Or excuse me, I was about to say mutual. Neutral. She's able to be neutral in these settings, no matter what content creator she is supporting. And it's almost to the point to where she has been able to do it in such a respectful way that you don't really even see content creators trying to check her about where she go and who she support and who she done said this to, who she done said that to. Don't nobody do that to her because she know how to keep it respectful across the board. And content creators, we appreciate that. We appreciate that. Oh, congratulations said. Oh, congratulations. Tony said, congratulations, you reached your goal. Thank you so much. Let me see. Asia said, did I hear that was defamation on the machine's name? Defamation on the machine's name? Well, I never told them what the name of the machine was. They just have been racking their brains trying to Google any old thing to try to figure out what it is. But I never gave them details about that. Not mine. Now, they've been Googling and finding all types of pictures. But the pictures that you see them posting or trying to throw up there, that ain't mine. That's not mine. It was a couple of people that actually genuinely was asking me what was the name of the machine. Like, genuinely wanted to know what the name of it was. I said that I would probably tell my members, but because I've been over here on this channel lately, because of the strike wars, that's the reason why I kind of just been sitting over here versus over there with my members. But thank you so much here. So let me go over here to, let me see. Oh, Dr. Soapy told me congrats. Thank you. Hypnotic touch. A lot of the times when she be here in our chats, she is a lot of the times just supporting, singing her song. But she go in between the people that she support and everything. Asia said no. Yeah, that the machine name that they done been making up, that ain't the name of the damn machine. They made that up. They made it up. What's good, DVD? Yeah, I find it quite hilarious that Ness knew about the machine, and then I would say probably about 2 or 3 days after that, me and her fell out. So now she been having to lie roast. I mean, if she was smart, she would at least try to keep everything cordial for her to be able to get as much as she could out of me. She could have been able to get the name of the machine, how much the machine costs, and all this kind of stuff. She could have also been able to learn more about spades, play a few more games, learn how to host the game herself. She could have learned all of that, but she a dumb bitch. Her ego is just that big to where she started being abusive and trying to mistreat me before she could even get all the intel from me. And if you're going to be abusive and mistreat me, then you can go. And now you over there just set with lie roasting and then promising a space game that you don't even know how to do. Good morning, Mika, baby. Good morning, Robin. So, yes. So, I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Yeah, but Intrinsic was over there lying about that sex machine back then. I have the sex machine in 2022. So, Intrinsic is a bold-faced lie. I didn't end up getting that sex machine until 2023, y'all. And that's facts upon facts. So, Intrinsic lied. I think I heard Kimmy do commentary and say why Intrinsic didn't come and spill any tea about my machine. She ain't spilled tea about my machine because I ain't have it there. Duh. Like sometimes I be thinking these people be basic, simple, and stupid. Bitch, I ain't have it then. I had to save my coins to get that machine. I ain't have it back then. But I got it now. So I'm trying to think, what else do I want to tell y'all about that I noticed? Lemon had, when I peeked it, okay, so I talked to Lemon and warned him about this dude following me around. Then I left his platform. I slept, and then I woke up and I saw he was still live over there. But by that point, it would look like a Lemonettes meeting over there. He had a panel full of Lemonettes and Resto and who else? The Lemonettes, Resto, and somebody else. And y'all, honestly, anytime I go over there to Lemons and I see Resto up on his link, I go right back to sleep. Excuse me. I go right back to sleep because I just I don't deal with Resto too well. I had a weird feeling about him when he first showed up over here. And then especially when he was trying to push that woman Mel down our throats. the white lady from the UK, the fact that he was trying to push her down our throats and force us to deal with her, that rubbed me the wrong way, to the point to where I don't care for him too much. And so anytime I see him on Lemon's panel, I'm just not interested in watching to see what they even discussed or what they talked about. What's good, Black Pearl? Yeah, he is Kakajor. Not only that, but it was so much chaos that was kicked up in Lemon's Discord surrounding Resto. And I've heard so many people that's been a part of his Discord have so many different stories to say about Resto. Some people say he racist. Other people say that he ain't. Some people say that he is very disrespectful and arrogant, and he thinks that his Asian wife is above American black women. You know, it's a lot of controversial things that surround him. That just don't make me care too much for him, to where even if I would like to speak to Lemon up on his platform, as soon as I see Resto up there, I change my mind. I change my mind and just go the other way, y'all. So for that reason, I tuned out of Lemons completely. So I really don't even know what he talked about, because it seemed like Resto got up there and they was having a whole Lemonette meeting with Resto for about 3 hours at least. And I'm like, ugh, y'all got that much to talk about for that long? It's weird too, because I think Resto is still over there supporting YouTube cameras. I think he a member for her. But when I see him over there at her members live, or even in her lives, her regular lives, I just ignore him and keep it moving. Now, speaking of YouTube cameras did have that unfortunate incident that happened with Chat Rep being in the nude on her channel. Please like my video, and thank you again, everybody, for helping me get to my goal this morning. YouTube cameras had that unfortunate naked Chat Rep up on her channel. As soon as if Chat Rep had ever been on my link trying to take a motherfucking shower, I probably would have, I'm trying to think, what would I have done? I probably would have put a banner up, and I probably would have told her about herself. You can't be trusting people. Not to mention, Chat Rep is high most of the time. She be high as a kite. You can't trust nobody that's under the influence high as a kite like that. But so YouTube cameras had to edit out her video, re-upload the video. She was saying that she lost a lot of views from her original video. I honestly think that Chat Rep owes YouTube cameras a cash out for the inconvenience. Because, y'all, I think YouTube cameras original live, when that live ended, had about 3,000 views on it. About 3,000 views. So imagine 3K views on that original video that went down the drain because she had to remove that original video and edit out Chat Rep and then re-upload it. I'm like, Chat Rep, you owe this woman some motherfucking money for that bullshit. Because she had to edit that part out and re-upload it, now her re-upload, the last time I checked, had 1K views on it. So essentially, YouTube camera lost at least, I would say at least 2,000 to 3,000 views over the course of yesterday behind the video because of what Chat Rep did. So I think Chat Rep owe her a cash app or something. That's only fair. Asia said the Lemonettes were excited that Lemmy had a new mic. Oh, that's what they was happy about? Oh, okay. Yes, and then y'all saw Dory was trying to threaten YouTube cameras and then got mad talking about harassment and bullying because I told her that if she could flag YouTube cameras, then people could flag her. I mean, that's just the truth. If you gonna go over there flagging this girl because of a video and she edited the part out of it, but you got that same part up on your community wall, then they could go flag you. That's a fact. Not that I was trying to, well, no, I take that back. If she was gonna mess with YouTube cameras, then yeah, they could have got her. But that's why you don't need to be throwing them threats to people like that, trying to get them people to go mess with the girl. And then y'all saw how she got up there and tried to blame all of that up on me over there up on Pizarro's. Trying to say it was my fault that Chat Rep brought her naked ass up on YouTube cameras and why I didn't make Chat Rep get down and why I ain't say nothing, why I ain't stop it. Like, this bitch is pathetic and desperate. For her to make all of that about me, about a grown-ass woman deciding to take a shower on live. And then get naked on the live. But no lie, Chat Rep titties touch her knees, y'all. I was like, damn. You know she gotta have back trouble. When your titties that big and they touch your knees like that, oh, I know you got back problems. I know you go see the chiropractor. And if you don't, you should. You should be gone. That's one of the things that I have always appreciated about my own body is I'm not top heavy like that. I'm bottom heavy. If I was top heavy like that with big old titties and titties that go all the way down to my knees, y'all, oh my goodness, I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine at all. I'm happy I ain't got all that and I ain't got them problems. Thank the Lord. But yeah, so I think YouTube cameras will probably be going live sometime this morning. But I do feel like, yeah, she's owed some type of compensation from Chat Rep. I think a cash app would suffice. And what else? What else? I think that's pretty much all that I got for y'all. At least all that I can remember. Because I didn't even get up and try to skim through any lives before I just came here. I just came here and because a lot of times I will wake up in enough time to skim through a few things, have a few notes, a few bullet points. But this morning that wasn't the case. So I just came up here, gave y'all what I could remember right off the dome, gave y'all what I could remember based on the few lives that I peeked in on. And hopefully y'all were able to get ready for work. Hopefully y'all were able to do y'all's commute to work. I missed Jay Wilson's story on Dory. Yeah, Tuddy, I probably did miss it. I probably did miss it. I messaged you. If you check your messages. Yeah, I probably didn't miss that. But if that is something that I need to look at, then what I will have to do is go maybe after I'm done with this live, then I may peek in to see if throughout my day today I can't get caught up on whatever happened over there with him. Because no, once I saw that Dory and Tulsa had broke up, once I saw, okay, once I saw, oh, hey, Melissa. Okay, all right, Melissa. Get you some rest today. But, and thank you for supporting. Thank you for listening in. But once I saw that Dory and Tulsa had fell out, and I saw that ball was rolling, then I kind of really wasn't tuning in to Jay Wilson as much. I think after the whole Easter Sunday thing happened and all of that died down, then I stopped peeking over there. But I'll go peek over there to see if I done missed anything for sure. To see if I missed anything. And then I'll try to see if it's something worth recapping. I may be able to come back later on and talk to y'all about it. But if not, then I could definitely save it and include it in my recap on Friday, whatever that story is. 6K coming up? What you talking about? Oh, Asia said her breakfast. What is ODS talking about 6K? I don't know what you're talking about 6K coming up. Well, please like my video. Oh, my subs. Oh, I forgot about that. ODS, I'm so used to not even being on this channel. I'm so used to not even being on this channel, ODS, that I forgot about the sub count over here. Okay, 6K then. Okay. Y'all, let's give me the 6K then. Let's give me the 6K then. Give me the 6K over here. And then on my Dunn data, I got almost 3K over there. And then my The Last Done channel, I got like 1.5K over there. So that ain't too shabby. That ain't too shabby. All I need is 2 more to be at 6K? What? But then they say that people don't watch me. They say that I'm boring. They say that people don't subscribe and people don't support. They say all these things, and I'm marching into 6K. Well, if I'm getting there, oh, you just saw it. I got to the 6K. Well, y'all, if I don't got to the 6K, then I guess I might have to come back to y'all a little bit later. I guess what I do is check in with whatever went on at J. Wilson, see what I can see, and then maybe I will come back and do a live with y'all to celebrate the 6K, but then to also talk about what happened on J. Wilson's, because I definitely don't know what happened. I will have to get up in there and see what I missed. I would redirect y'all somewhere, but unfortunately on this channel, y'all. Oh, the confetti is from my goal. Oh, okay. The goal. Thank you for helping me get to my goal. I'm sure eventually I will get to my 6K. I mean, hell, I've been working towards getting there this long. That's crazy though, because I stopped counting my subscriber count over here because I wasn't using this channel as much. But that's good to know. And all of this is through the mud, hard work, got it from the mud, being an adversary, being a controversial icon in the B sector, not being a part of any group, any gang, any alliance, just me standing independently, thinking on my own, and getting this far over the course of this time. Even when the content creators try to black me out or take me off their channel, whatever, I still was able to grow my channel organically, and I'm proud of that. 6K ain't too bad. So hopefully I'll be doing a 6K celebration soon with y'all. So thank you again for the support. Thank you again for the support. So before I go ahead and bring this to a close, y'all, because like I was going to try to do a redirect, but over here up on this channel, when I try to do a redirect, I don't really have that many options to choose from. I think I showed y'all the last time that when I try to redirect over here, most of the redirect options that I have is Miss B Town, and that's it. But either way, thank you to Damn My Opinion, K. Kajor, Dr. Soapy, Simply Made, Tracy, Jeannie G. Who else? Let me scroll down. Yvonne A. Angela T. White, K. Kajor again, and Hypnotic Touch. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to all of my supporters, all of my subscribers, all of my members who are members on my other channel. Y'all, once I figure out the whole strike situation from the flagging wars on my other channel, I'll be able to update y'all with when I'm going to start back posting over there. But for right now, we have to get comfortable being over here up on this channel for the time being, which is okay, because this channel works, and it works like a charm, and it's free and clear of any strike or copyright, anything, and it's monetized. So even if we have to hang out over here and grow this one for a little while until my other channel is squared away, so be it. At least we got somewhere to hang out. And hey, Jake Smith, good morning. But yeah, thank y'all so much for y'all support. Robin, thank you for being a moderator this morning. And DC, thank you for being a moderator. And any other moderator that might have been moderating in the sky, if I missed you. Y'all, I hope y'all have a fantastic Wednesday today, a wonderful Wednesday. Y'all take care, be blessed, don't stress, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.